Welcome back to The Link, everybody. We are here on a Monday. Things looking good outside. We'll have Landon from the National Weather Service in for his Monday morning spot as usual. Tell you what's going on with the weather. It looks like it may rain later on today, but as far as it being right now, 12 minutes past the hour of 7, things looking good on the road, so please drive safely. Let's go into the Zoom room now where our friends who work in real estate, that is an industry that has obviously been affected by the pandemic, but things going hopefully back to order, and who better would be able to comment on that than the president of the Guam Association of Realtors, Sean Blas. Sean, good morning, my friend. How are you doing, man?
Good morning. Great, man. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. May I just ask, like, over your left shoulder, is that your workspace that you can use as a background? That shot of like a Tuman Bay, that's a beautiful shot.
Oh yeah, it is, man. You know, so I'm at the Hilton, and I'm in one of those rooms where there's no windows.
Oh, nice.
So we put up a mural here just so I'm always awake.
Oh, very cool. Well, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of, you know, very, very conducive to getting business done, and certainly you and your colleagues in real estate have learned how to, you know, work virtually and everything. And this Saturday, you guys are actually putting on a virtual housing symposium, as I understand it. We have not had symposia for a long time, so it's good to see that one's coming back, and this is certainly a very worthwhile topic.
It's going to be really great, and you know, one of the reasons why we're doing this is we, you know, being the Guam Association of Realtors, we are the protectors and educators of real estate on Guam. And we want to make sure that we get out as much education to the public as possible so that we can help, you know, have everybody understand what it takes to buy a house and, you know, and everything that it entails in there.
All right.
So,
So,
yeah,
is there a particular theme coming off this, Sean? I'm sure you know just the you know, the underlying subtext of, you know, recovery and about educating, you know, the community at large, both investors and homeowners and potential buyers is going to be like, you know, like a major sub theme and everything like that. But is there like a core idea that you guys are working off of?
You know, it's just really the main purpose of this is, I mean, besides just educating, is to let everybody know how to navigate the real estate industry. You know, so we have a lot of speakers, including us, you know, that are going to be coming out. We're also going to be, we also have a lot of not banks, but lending institutions that are going to be presenting as well. So yeah, it's mostly about how to navigate the real estate world today is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, as the president of Garshan, what are you seeing as far as people, you know, expressing an interest to work in the real estate industry and, you know, obtain their licensure and, you know, and get involved in it? Because I remember when the pandemic first started, you know, that was the very first thing we started talking about is, you know, what overall impacts is this going to have not only on the market you serve, but also the amount of people that, you know, that choose to make that a profession.
You know, one would think that like we would have a drop in numbers. So during the pandemic, I think we had maybe around 520 realtors. It did drop slightly right below 500, but as of today, if I'm not mistaken, we're right at about 540 realtors strong. Yeah. So I mean, it's the pandemic did kind of weed out some of us, but yeah, it seemed like it came back 2 or 3-fold actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as economic cycles, you know, as they tend to do, Sean, you know, of course, you know, like if you have a little bit of dip in business and everything like that, that's always met with, you know, like you have a peak, you have a valley, you know, you have an ebb, you have a flow. Getting back to a somewhat normal stance and everything like that. Do you see this, you know, the next few months being even semi-lucrative for, you know, for those getting involved in real estate? Or are we still at that point of, you know, like we still got to hunker down and, you know, still really got to get creative with the way we do business?
Yeah, you know, we were just talking about her recently, Liz Duenas. Her and Gina Campos, who you know very well. They've taught me how to navigate the market. And I mean, you were just talking about peaks and valleys. You know, we call them waves. And the thing that they taught me is that, and the thing that they taught me to teach the people that I help, is that in real estate, valleys or waves, we have to know when to buy and when to sell. And right now, it is a seller's market at the moment. You know, so I mean, anybody that's you know, thinking of relocating or just liquidating, now is definitely the time. Just a few months ago, it was definitely a buyer's market with things being a little bit slow. But right now, because of the lack in inventory, it is more of a seller's market at the moment.
Hmm. Yeah. What's your speakers lineup going to be? Because you talked about some of the people who are undoubtedly experts in their field and everything like that, and given the audience and everything like that, who will present?
I am actually very glad you asked that. Okay, so right at the beginning, we are going to have the Mr. John or the Lieutenant Governor Josh Chinario give an opening speech. We do have myself and the President-elect Liz talking for 10 minutes just on real estate, some tips and tricks. USDA, we have Mr. Joe Diego. He's going to be talking on the federal program as options for housing. We have Mike Rudolph with Community First. He's going to be talking about different financing options, and there's a decent amount for buyers out there. Guam Contractors Association, we have Mr. James Martinez and Bill Berry. They're going to be talking about the state of residential construction on Guam and its challenges and solutions. We have, for those of you first-time homebuyers, you're going to love this. We have Guam Housing Corporation, Mary Guerrero. She's going to be talking about local housing programs available for the public. And if you guys haven't been paying attention, they just picked up the loan amounts at Guam Housing Corporation from 350 to 375. The average the median price on Guam is right around the 375 price range. So that they did that to help out. We also have and then closing, we have President-elect Liz, we have our immediate past president, Claire Delgado, and we have our housing symposium chair, Mary Lou Laxon, who will actually be doing an exit speech from there, and they'll probably give a few more tips and tricks from there.
Very nice. So, I mean, if you've never attended like a housing symposium before, I mean, this is the one you want to attend virtually, everybody, because, I mean, that is a fantastic lineup of people who really, really know their stuff. And I know because I've interviewed most of the speakers, Sean, that you mentioned and everything like that, all of whom are real straight shooters. They're not going to sugarcoat stuff. They're not just looking to make a quick buck or anything like that. They're basically going to tell you, this is the state of our industry. This is what we've been through. This is what we're projecting things are going to be and everything like that. And, this is why it can make it work for you. No bells and whistles. This is what it is. It's the honest opinion.
Putting it into a better perspective for everybody watching is in order to get the information that you're going to be getting in this couple-hour event, you're probably going to have to spend at least a week tracking everybody down, if you can even do that. And then just being able to get this information condensed like we are, again, I mean, it's a couple hours of research at the very least. So yeah, definitely very happy that we could do this and make this happen for everybody.
Hey, I'm all about one-stop shopping, man. I really, really like that. Okay, so do people have to register to do it? Because I know it's going to be streaming both on the Guam Association of Realtors Facebook page and also our page at KUAM News.
That's right. No, you do not. You don't have to register at all. Actually, you can just click on the link and hop on in. One of the beautiful things about this event, Jason, man, is that you can actually hop in and out. You can watch this event while you're having breakfast or lunch. You can watch this event in bed. Normally, pre-pandemic, this would be held live, and you'd have to dress up and everything. And but yeah, now you can do it pretty much anywhere you want to do it.
Well, Sean, I like your shirt game. That's a really, really nice shirt. So
thanks, man.
Yeah, keep dressing like that, because that's very conducive to very positive business, I'm sure. Let me ask you, Sean, like as the president of the Guam Association of Realtors, and again, you oversee so many aspects and so many different moving parts within the real estate industry, and it's not just agents themselves. It's the people who do appraisals and inspectors and everything, and you guys have your hands in many different cookie jars. How confident are you, and maybe how impressed have you been with the industry's response to just these incredible times that we've all been through as a society in the last year and a half?
I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Guam is very resilient. I mean, we go through a super typhoon, we come back in a week or less. I mean, we went through a pandemic, and things are picking up. I mean, I feel like they almost didn't slow down. Except during the times where we weren't allowed to work, but now that we are, man, I mean, we're hitting the ground running, even with the rules, mass social distancing, how many people allowed in a house. I mean, I think that we are very resilient, and we have been pressing on since day one. So yeah, we're good.
Absolutely agree, and it's good to see that the real estate industry locally is like that, because we're seeing that basically like across industries on Guam and everything like that. Like our spirit has gotten us through this, and yeah, we have made it through and we'll continue to do so. And, it's professionals like yourselves and your colleagues. So, congratulations to you guys, first of all, for being able to make it through this as graciously as you have.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, man.
And if I can, okay, so this is going to be on the 17th. That's this Saturday at 10 in the morning. So make sure everybody check out the Guam Association of Realtors Facebook page again, or just check us out on our timeline. Both are going to carry it live. I'd like to get a early question in, Mr. President, if I may.
Sure.
Because, of course, we have seen, the federal government has tried to help out, and they've had, historically low interest rates, to try and, stimulate and, keep things, above water as far as, the market goes and everything like that. What are some of your, high-level thoughts just about how the interest rate may fluctuate and everything like that as we continue to get back to, a hopeful normal operational tempo?
I think it's actually going to stay steady for a little bit longer. I don't see it fluctuating very much, personally speaking. But of course, that can change in an instant. Mm-hmm. One of the bigger challenges we are facing currently, besides, it's not even a problem because low interest rates are great, but it's low inventory, and then that's something that I'm hoping will end soon. I hope that we'll definitely have a lot more homes to sell, maybe more buildings coming up soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How is the since you mentioned it and everything like that? How is the momentum, I guess is the right way to put it, with new developments, be they commercial or even residential, people putting up, maybe little, those 4-unit apartment buildings, or even people building new homes that they would then put on the market. Are we seeing a lot of traction?
Not at the moment. We do have homes and maybe 2 or 3, maybe a handful of developments going up, but they're not going up quite as fast. I don't want to name drop any government agencies, but getting the process of getting documents together or getting things going for construction is definitely lagging. That's one of the things that we definitely need to, and that we've been working with our senators to try to see what we can do to speed up. I think that if we can speed up the process of getting all the docs and approvals together, I think that we definitely have a lot more development going up. It's not for a lack of land or a lack of real estate. It's taking forever to get the process started, and then at the tail end, it's definitely taking a long time just to even get the permits to finish up the house.
Mm-hmm. Very well. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, watching this right now, Sean is the guy, and you're hearing the ground truth, straight from his lips. So, Mr. President, we'd like to give you one final opportunity, and you've certainly earned that given your spot, to encourage people to attend this Saturday the Housing Symposium.
Thank you very much for that. Again, for everybody that's watching, just to get all these great minds together, you definitely have to drive around or just hunt them down in order to get these people in one room, or even just to talk to them individually. You're going to want to watch this just so that you don't have to do that. You can just listen in, get all the information, one-time shot, and it's just a couple hours to watch. Really, it's very beneficial whether you're thinking of buying now or thinking of buying later. Mm-hmm. Education is definitely the key when you're buying real estate. Yeah, Jason, if you don't mind, can I just mention some of our sponsors?
Certainly, yeah, by all means.
Yeah. So, one of the great things right now is actually that we have 3 title companies on Guam, and all 3 of them are actually sponsors. So we have Title Guarantee of Guam, Pacific American Title, and our platinum sponsor of the year is Security Title. Our media partners, of course, are Glimpses of Guam. Thank you very much to Charlene and Anthony. And then over at KUAM, we have you, Jason, and also Krista over there, who's man, you guys have somebody awesome over there, man. Krista is great over there. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, keeping us informed about everything that's going on.
Smoothly. Yeah. I want to ask you a question, if you don't mind. You've asked me a ton of questions. Can I ask you a quick question?
Oh, wow. I'm not used to being on this side of the mic, but yeah, go for it, man.
With all the rising costs in construction and materials and everything like that, do you know what the roof, or what does a roof cost on Guam?
What does a roof cost on Guam? Oh, man.
I can actually help you with it if you want.
Yeah,
man.
Well, I'm also saying, Sean, like a little bit of context for this is I actually grew up in a house that had an A-frame.
Okay.
That's where I'm going for. So just for the roof itself, I'm thinking maybe for just to lay it and like put all the rebar and then pour the concrete, maybe 8,000.
Actually, nothing. It's on the house.
It literally is on the house.
It's on the house. It's
really?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to. Yeah. It'll catch up later, Jason.
No, that's pretty remarkable. So that's actually considered part of.
No. It was a joke, Jason. Actually.
Oh.
It's on the house. Kind of like when you go to a bar, somebody gives you a drink, right? It's on the house.
Well.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
Well, tell you what. One of these days, I guess I'm gonna have to go raise. Okay. Well, real quick. Yeah, we'll go ahead and end there. I'm still processing the joke. So yeah, so Sean, so once again, that's going to be on the 17th, starting at 10 in the morning. So make sure to watch the live stream.
17th at 10. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So thanks a lot, Sean.
You got it, brother. Take it easy. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right. So we are going to go to break. I'm going to work on my sense of humor apparently, and we are going to be back right after this.
A new musical competition series from NBC focusing on original music is in the works, and they're looking for contestants. American Song Contest is modeled after the hit European phenomenon